Hi everyone, my name is Ross Things, and I thought today we were going to come out and do a bit of a different video, something that I've been thinking of trying to do for a long time, but I haven't really gone around to, I guess, making or creating. Basically, what I want to do here is a post-commentary video talking about some stuff that interests me in the moment, and just put some gameplay behind it. I want to hear you guys' opinions on it. Do you have any thoughts on how this turns out? Do you think this can be a thing I can post more regularly or not? Is it worth listening to, worth watching, or do you just want me to do comp games and most likely have bigger gaps between my uploads because they do take longer to get and edit than these videos will be, or do, or something of the sort. Anyways, I had a topic today I wanted to touch on, and I guess that I kind of had to, actually, because that starting thing was kind of a topic, but now we're moving on to a second topic, which I think is really relevant for the day and time right now. I think, if I'm not mistaken, like 2 days ago, everyone went back to school. Every single person in the entire world is now back in school, and I wanted to get a motivational speech out talking about, you know, how school is not that bad in the long run, how it might seem horrible to begin with, but it kind of evolves into being pretty alright. So I guess we're going to start at the beginning, right? A lot of people got back in school this week, they feel really depressed, they can't sleep to 10 o'clock anymore, or 1 o'clock, or whatever you do. I mean, I don't understand that. Why do people sleep to 1 o'clock? I just can't. And you have to do work, you have to do homework, stuff is balling up, and you just need to get into a normal rhythm again. A lot of people see this as a very bad thing, and here I totally agree with you. Like, schoolwork and the general work and I guess the wake-up times and whatnot that follows with school are shit. They really do suck, and they're gonna tear you down and make you really sad in the long run. But just keep this in mind, guys. When you stay in school for a little bit, it will become better, and in the long run, it actually becomes kind of fun. I've been in school for 2 weeks already. Like, I've been doing a lot of homework, I've had a couple of tests, I've gone into the flow of things again, and I can say that it's been pretty alright. You know, I've been having a good time in school this year so far, and I think this has got to do with how you evolve in your school career, so to speak. It's weird to put it that way, but imagine for a second, like, you go through primary school and you go through secondary school and you do all this kind of stuff, and as you slowly get along, you kind of get promoted into more fun jobs in a sense, because I mean, when you move along the school system or in the school system, you gradually take away things you don't like. For example, I am not a fan of geography or social studies. So this year, when I was allowed to choose like my subjects, I chose only to have my biology or science subjects. Now, I know this sounds stupid for a lot of people, but it actually becomes fun when you have subjects you enjoy to work with. For example, let's say you're really interested in laws, politics, and I guess just general ways to rule the world, then you can take social studies instead of biology, which you might hate, and school will initially become a lot more fun. Also, if you're a bit interested in these subjects, like I am, I'm personally very interested in science, I think it's super fun to learn about all this, then school will actually become kind of great. You know, you'll sit there, you'll just listen to what the teacher says about, for example, the way an atom is built up by electrons and protons, and how the periodic table and its qualities make something work in certain manners and whatnot. It's really interesting, and the fun thing is, another thing that kind of makes school better in the long run, as I would say, is that in the beginning, a lot of this seems pointless. Like, you learn algebra, you learn your equations, you learn certain things in social studies, geography, maybe some stuff in biology you never think you're gonna get used or you're gonna have any use for in the long run, ever. But when you move up in the school system and kind of, I guess, narrow down the paths of where you walk, you slowly get to use these things, and I personally think this is very interesting. Like, you see, for example, I thought algebra was bullshit. I was like, why am I learning this? I'm never going to use this in my entire life. All this is worth, for me right now, this was like 2 years ago, is to be validated upon, or evaluated, maybe, something like that, upon. It seemed stupid, it seemed like something that I would never use, that would just be in the way, and would just kind of use my time for no good reason. Now though, as I'm doing physics and chemistry, I can see that these actually matter a lot, because even though it looks like a lot of random x's and y's and sets and whatnot, in the long run you can make these into what can you say, you can kind of bind them to certain subjects. For example, I just had yesterday a huge equation which I made out of dropping a ball from a certain height. How fast will this thing fall? And I used all the basic algebra rules on this one thing. So I guess that just what I'm trying to say here is, if you're tired in school right now, if you feel like school is really boring, just stick with it, it's going to be better, and trust me, in the long run, it will actually become quite alright. Just face school with, you know, a positive attitude, and you'll be good to go, man. You'll be nice, you'll be good to go. I don't know what I'm saying, I'm just babbling at this point. Anyways, I know I'm not the best commentator like this. I'll have to work on it if I want to do more commentary style videos. I did hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless though. The gameplay in the background is probably one of my best gameplays ever. I think I have some clips from a Mirage game here where I just absolutely kicked ass. I got 3 feeds, 4 feeds of stuff that was really nice, and I hope you guys do like that. I also want to, hear your thoughts on this. How do you think this commentary thing works out? Do you want to see more of it? Or should I just delete the video and pretend it never happened? Just get it out of the universe? I don't know. You have to tell me, honestly. You guys decide. I'll just do whatever you guys like. And as long as I like it as well, which I do, I think this is an alright way to do videos, then, yeah, I'll adapt. Anyways, I'm just rambling at this point. I'm not making much sense. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all later. Stay in school, by the way. Just saying.